proud of what we've done here and what we've done to memorialize my son, Thomas, who was farming with me and was killed here. And we started originally we did a scholarship on his behalf, and we fully funded that through Lapeer County Community Foundation. And then after that, my son and daughter-in-law really wanted to do something new and something different, so they decided to start the Thomas Daley Memorial Fund, and we wanted to do, and I'm going to let my son Michael speak about it a little bit, but we wanted to do something a little different that we could do for him. So it's a pleasure for me to have my wife Debbie and I, and my son Michael and his wife Lauren, and these are their three kids, 3 of our 8 grandchildren that are here with us today. So at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Michael and have him explain what we do with this foundation.
So when Thomas passed away, we started a scholarship fund, and we've granted a $5,000 scholarship every year since 2011, right? And a couple years we've done multiple. And we've always did golf outings and a couple other fundraisers for that. And then now that is at a point where essentially the interest in the fund pays for the scholarship every year, so we don't really need to add more money to that fund. So that's when we started the Thomas Daley Memorial Fund, to grant money to a different organization, a Michigan organization every year in his memory. And so we picked things that meant a lot to Thomas, and that was farming, music. What else?
We haven't hit food yet.
We have food. Yeah, food was one of them. So we just try to find organizations that Thomas would have, been fond of and wanted to be a part of. And so this year we chose AgrAbility because it just seemed the right fit. So.
This is our 3rd year.
And so 3 years ago we started with a 5K run on the farm that we do here, and it actually, the course goes through the farm, around the fields, through the woods, and comes back around. The finish line's actually set up right here, and it's really cool. It's fun, and I think Thomas would have really loved it. So that's how we've been raising money the last couple of years.
And Ron and Beverly were both, Beverly's not up here with us. There she is. We're both here this year when we did it. Thanks, Michael. Well, with that, I want to turn it over to Lauren.
Oh, no, I said it's always been a beautiful day for us.
The good Lord always makes us sunshine when we do something out here at Daley Acres. And now I'd introduce Reagan Goldberg from Bakersfield Corn.
Hello. Thank you, Senator Daley, and your entire family, Dr. Lauren and Michael, and all the grandchildren for doing this for our program and for our organization. We are truly blessed to have you all as donors and supporters of our AgrAbility program. The Thomas Memorial 5K run is really special to us, and we don't have partners that are as gracious and again letting us here on your farm to do this presentation today is very, very special to us. Our program partners that are joining us today, along with the Daley family, of course, Dr. Ron Bates, MSU Extension, Rebecca Clark, here, and Michigan Farm Bureau. And we've got Michigan Rehabilitational Services not here. They're very much a pleasure to in our program. Of course, our AgrAbility staff are here, Ned Stoller. We've got Beverly Barrett, Andrea Garza, and Jeff Boya. Thank you all for what you do every day for our Michigan farmers. And to give you an idea of how we're going to put this program and this money to use, it's a program that provides supports and assistive devices and technology to farmers with disabilities, or those that have chronic health conditions, to help them continue to keep working and earning a living on their family farm or in farming. Eastern Fork has had a long-standing partnership with AgrAbility since the 1990s. We partnered, of course, with MSU Extension and the Department of Agricultural grant to support AgrAbility during this time. One year, Michigan was not awarded the grant. Eastern Fork took on these much-needed services and adapted the program for direct referrals to MRF. The program has grown steadily since then, and we served 206 farmers last year. So again, the funding will put to great use. Often the Department of Agriculture grant does not fully cover the increasing demand or any incentive services that we need. So we are always continually fundraising for this program. That is why the extra support we've given today to this beautiful fund and others is so important to keep this program going and help farmers be able to continue this work that they truly love. The best way to demonstrate the impact of AgrAbility is to hear and see from farmers who've been helped by our program. And we are lucky today that we have Tony Ular, who is here with us. He is a Michigan farmer, program participant of AgrAbility, who will share his story about how AgrAbility has helped your life. Tony.
Hello. My story starts in 2003 with a relapsing remitting MS. I had 3 bouts of that where I had to be rehabilitated 3 times to walk and talk, and then I had a couple of back surgeries, and finally a brain injury in 2020. Went to Mayo Clinic. There's no silver bullet, but they sent me to level 11 physical therapy where I was rehabilitated to walk and talk again. And I had a brain injury along with a stroke, and trying to get onto medical social security, and between sickness and accident, and found Ned Stoller on Facebook and his AgrAbility stuff, and everything's kind of history from there. He came out and interviewed me on my farming operations. We transitioned from a little bit of hay to some doing row crops, and with the grants that I received from him, I was able to put a joystick on my loader and get a grapple bucket instead of putting chains around, logs and stuff like that. And one-man band is a lot harder to do when you don't have those advantages. So put a couple of grab handles to get up into the 2+2 tractor, because it was kind of hard when you don't have a good balance and that stuff. So when you got something to hang on to, and then the older I get, the wider I get. So I got the wider opening in the door so I don't stumble getting in and out of it. And it's been a blessing for me. I thank you for all the help.
Well, once in a while I have to talk you out of something.
He's been good to throw ideas at. My idea of growing onions, because it was a very wet year this year, so well, maybe it's not to grow onions, but you got to have a market, and you got to take it to market, and so that kind of fizzled out real quick after I started doing some thinking about it. But still doing corn and soybeans, and as long as Mother Nature cuts me some slack, maybe I can be successful. That's the name of that too.
See, that wind almost died down, didn't it? Right there when we were talking.